Welcome to SML Total Access, the official podcast of the Sim Madden League. Now, here are your hosts, ZZ the Great and Primetime 000.
Hello and welcome to the SML podcast. This is SML Total Access. We're back at it again. I'm Primetime 000, and with me as always is my trusty co-host, ZZ the Great. What's going on?
What's going on, Prime? ZZ the Great here. What's up, SML? My brothers, what's happening? We have a great show for you guys today. Prime's going to get it kicked off.
Yes, sir. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fire, man. It's Total Access. It's going to be something crazy. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about some teams that are looking strong this year as we hit our first down in our new 15-minute first down. So if you guys don't know, Total Access is shifting gears, switching gears to 4 downs, and then the extra point each down. We talk about the topic for about 3 minutes. Hopefully be a 15 to 16-minute podcast. Anyway, first down. Strong teams looking this year. I want to talk about Tiny Titans, who looking good. He played Future well, took a loss against Future Empire, but then he also just beat the Jacksonville Jaguar, a team that was just beating the crap out of him throughout the cycle. What do you think about Tiny Titan? Is he legit?
Look, when Tiny Titans first joined, he had Henry, man, and he used to run the crap out of Henry. And he used to destroy guys, man. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. Titans was a top contender. So I'm not surprised to see him bounce back. And with him being 2-1, man, that gives hope for your boy. And we talked about this dynamic in this league where these guys are shifting around. And we'll get into that later about, the Super Bowl champ moving here. Guys that were at the bottom, NYT, all these different things. So the Tiny Titans factor, I think, is just a symptom of this whole league is great. These guys, these players, they're all great. Now, Tiny played, who was his first game?
Oh, Lord.
I got his schedule right here. Hold on. His first game was against Field General. He beat Field General by 4 points. And then he came back and competed with Seahawks. It's not an easy feat.
Right.
And then he came back and he beat the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't – I don't think there's any way of saying that's just – I mean, maybe this could be his year. He's probably bounced back. He's ready to go.
Yeah, and Tiny, we commented a game together last night. It was just a fun little thing we did. And he talked about how competition in the SML, there's nobody that's bad. There's just guys that are better. And I think that was a good way to say, like, hey, like,
it is.
Our 2-14 teams are not bad Madden players. The competition's stiff, and it's easy to get on a hot streak, and it's easy to, a few plays here and there, all of a sudden you're a 10-6 ball club. And I think Tiny Titans is learning the art of the check down. But let's take a look at the Bills now. Conk, I don't want to take too long here as we got to kind of go quickly through here. But the Bills are looking strong. They're back. They're 3-0. They throwing the ball all over the place. Top 5 offense. Do you think the Bills are going to kind of grab a hold of that AFC East and win the division, or what's your thoughts on conclusions?
Yeah, man. My boy Conk, he is Conk is one of the best passers in the league. He's leading in passing right now at 312 yards in the league. He is third in points at 32. Now, if we look at Conk's competition here, Conk has beaten the Dolphins first, which was pretty much expected. Then he came back and he thoroughly beat the Patriots. Well, not thoroughly, 27-17. He beat the Patriots pretty soundly. Then he came back for his other division game against the Dolphins and completely trounced them 41-14.
Yes.
Now, he has a bye this week. Next week, we'll see, because Royce is playing out of his mind, and he'll be playing the Jets. So that'll be a great game. That might be a great game of the week.
Yeah.
We're getting back in the hype mode. We're going to show these games, man, and that's a great game to watch. Put it on your calendar.
That'll be a great game. So 2 more teams I want to hit on real quick here. the Browns and also the Falcons. The Browns have beat Haas, and they also beat Oshie. And they didn't just beat Oshie, they beat Oshie. And I mean by a score of 28-7. And then Woods followed that up by beating the Chiefs 9-21. Is this a year we kind of see Woods put it all together?
Yeah, man, I'm hoping this is the year Woods put it all together. I mean, Woods isn't the best on defense, and he's letting guys. He's like 30th in rushing yards, which is really bad. He's gonna have to learn to eventually stop the run,
Right.
which might explain why he lost the meets.
Yeah.
But the fact that he came in and he beat Oshie soundly 28-7, and then backdoored and beat Haas. I mean, Haas is in his division. They're in the same division, right? Yeah, Haas is in his division because they play twice a year, don't they?
Actually, Meats is in his division. Haas.
Oh
is
no,
in,
Meats. Okay,
yeah.
it was Meats in his division. Yeah, but the fact that he beat Haas 21-9.
Yes.
I mean, I know Haas has had his ailment.
It's still Haas, though.
But yeah. He's still Haas, man. And then if you look at his schedule, he has the Vikings, the Lions, the Dolphins. So we could look at the Browns being 5-1 here by week 7. 6-1. Jesus.
Yeah, that team will be looking good. They'll be in the driver's seat possibly for a playoff spot. And then finally, we've got the Falcons. I just wanted to briefly talk about. They just beat the Patriots. NYT trying to look like to follow up on a playoff appearance with another one. Do you think he does it?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, NYT rolled into the playoffs easily last year, and it's like he's trying to continue that momentum. The fact that NYT is in my division kind of scares me because the last thing I want is NYT winning consistently. So he beat the Redskins. No, he did not beat the Redskins. He actually got tried. But he did beat the Dolphins, and then he did beat the defending Super Bowl champ. That is a very big win, NYT. And if you could keep that up, I hope you don't when you play me. But if you could keep that up, man, NYT could be swapping places with one of these elites, man. You elite guys, man, y'all might have to move over.
Yes.
Move over, man. There's something leaner.
Yes.
All my old heads know that commercial.
Moving on, switching gears to second down as we pick up the pace here. We're in no huddle offense now. Second down. What do you make of the Seattle Seahawks? They're 2-1. That team is kind of sputtering. I mean, Future, he's told me, and I think a few other people have noticed. Yeah, they're winning games, but they're not the same Seahawks that we've seen of years past. Russell Wilson getting a little long in the tooth. You think Future's window's closed this cycle?
Well, I can tell you one thing, and this is coming from a guy who's had some of the best quarterbacks in the league. And when your quarterback is going down, man, it is bad. It can get real bad for you real fast. But if anybody can overcome a quarterback problem, it's Future.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 2-1 right now. I don't see him not making the playoffs. You have to show me something a lot more than just this if you're going to tell me Future's not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, if I'm looking at his schedule, because he didn't win his division. Yeah, he did win his division last year.
Right.
Him and Spooky are going to get their games over pretty quick here. He's going to have to play the Jaguars, the Rams, the Cards, Panthers. That should be easy. You know I got to take my shots at Mike. Screw you, Mike. And then he got to play Oshie, and then Sunday. So we'll see. I say around week 12 when he plays the Falcons, we'll know where Future is. If he's in the same 9-1 position, then hey, he's the same old Future. But if not, then Russell Wilson might be hampering him.
Yeah, I think Russell Wilson definitely hampering him. We'll see if he can overcome it. What I noticed is in just a few plays I've watched is I think he's letting Russell Wilson's bad play affect his decision making. In Future, if you're listening and if you want any unwanted advice, let it rip, man. Just let it rip. Play like you got Peyton Manning out there, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
So moving on to third down.
Third
down here, and Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots. They had a magical playoff run. They beat the Ravens, they beat the Colts, and then they finished it off and beat the Washington Redskins to win the Super Bowl. Now they've lost to the Colts, they've lost to the Bills, and now they've lost to the Falcons. They're 0-3. What do we make of the Patriots right now, losing 0-3?
I have no idea. That is what. Well, I mean, I saw some people post in chat, and of course, Conk. He made a statement. He made a statement. He's saying that he's the QB killer, and then of course, I seen him today. He made a statement that he's not that good. So QB, if you're listening, man, you got to prove Conk wrong. You got to prove that you deserve that trophy that's next to your name, because losing to Prime is understandable. Losing to Conk, he says he's the QB killer, and he actually came in and won by 2 scores. And then you backdoor and you lose to my boy NYT, the NFC South, which you guys had proclaimed the worst division in the league. But I don't think it's that anymore. And if QB Stud doesn't show up against the Dolphins next week, and then he has a bye week and then meets.
Oof.
So hey, QB Stud, you're in trouble, brother.
Yeah.
If you go off a Super Bowl win and then don't make the playoffs, oh man, it could be bad for you.
It's not looking good, especially when even if he beats the Dolphins, he's got the Meats, he's got the Jets, he's got the Browns, he's got Rowan Cook after that. The Patriots are in deep water, but can the champions do it? I'm not sure. We'll see. Conk had said that trophy by his name is a quote-unquote participation trophy. So...
I didn't see that.
So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be lit for sure. I know QB
fire. Hey, QB Stud, man, don't take none of this personal, bro. We just and even what Conk said, don't take it personal, bro. You got a trophy at the house, man. You know how much I wish I had one of those trophies. You know how many pictures I'd be taking and posting in the chat of that damn trophy?
Selfies in the Audi. Yeah, it'd be something fierce.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on, switching gears, as what many call it. Fourth down. I'm seeing a lot of talk in the Madden chat about gaming monitors, this, and this, delays in the screen, all this stuff. What's your thoughts on that? I
want to ask a quick question. Do you play with a monitor?
Oh no, bro! I play with like a $300 TV.
But how big is the TV?
42 inches.
42 inches. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, the fact that you can win on that 42 inches, it's good because, like, for Madden, it's not as prominent as it is for other games. The latency that you get from a monitor compared to a TV is pretty significant. I literally cannot play Call of Duty on my 65-inch OLED because even though it's a great TV, one of the best TVs on the market, the latency is just too much for the TV to process in order for it to get it to you as quick as you can to play something as fast as Call of Duty.
Right.
So the monitor thing is real. You can Google it now, and they'll give you all kind of specs about why monitors are superior. And one of the biggest things is that seeing the whole field. If you're like me, my dumb butt, been playing on my 65-inch. I've been playing Madden on my 65-inch since this league started.
Yeah.
So literally, if I want to throw to square, I literally have to turn my head and look over and see if he opens. I mean, for real. So when you're playing on a monitor, it's all in front of you.
Yeah.
So you can kind of process the whole thing as it's happening. And that helps big time. And then latency is 1 millisecond latency is probably what you want out of a monitor for you guys that's out there shopping. You don't have to get the $300 one. That's just guys getting HDR and getting ready for the future and all that kind of stuff. But you can get you a good monitor for $100, $80 even, and you can get the 1 millisecond latency, and that will improve your game.
Yeah. I've never played with one before, so I don't know. I guess just my quick thoughts on it is, like you said, it probably does improve your game, especially on other games outside of Madden. I think there was a Michael Jordan commercial. You probably know about it. It's not about the shoes, right? It's at the end of the day, if you're a bad player, it's not going to make you. It's like you're not going to start winning some parties.
Hey, it's not going to stop me from throwing interceptions to Royce as running all across the field.
So exactly. So don't expect any magical changes with the monitor. If you're throwing it up in triple coverage, let me tell you.
You have to be pretty good at the game.
So exactly. So moving on to the extra point here as we hit 15 minutes. We're trying to keep this around 15 to 17 minutes.
Yes.
I see a lot of talk about ideas, people throw in chat. Hey, social chat, it's great. I love conversation. I never want conversation to go away, because when you have 32 minds, or with Primer 64 minds, you're gonna have better ideas. And people toss around ideas such as putting in rules where the linebacker can't leave his zone. They say it's not necessarily sim to have a linebacker running all over the place, potentially causing 30 interceptions in a season, right? I mean, they say that's not sim. So I'm like, okay, I'll do some digging on this. And I've looked at other leagues, some big time leagues on various councils, and where they have these type of rules in place, and the interceptions do go down. They go down to 14 picks a year, which is okay. That's pretty good. But the offset is, because there's a cause and effect with everything. And the offset is, then you have their quarterback passing yards where everybody's around 5,000 yards, 6,000 yards, 60 touchdowns, whereas we're around the 3 to 4 to 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns. So no matter what you do, there's going to be a give a little, take a little, right?
Yes. I mean, you can correlate this to a wife or a girlfriend. You're not going to get everything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to always have everything you want.
Yeah.
Like, everything's not going to always be perfect. I personally think that having the linebacker stick to his zone is, I don't like it. I think it's kind of dumb, because it's taking away the user.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the user is that for a reason. It's a user. You get to change what the computer does.
Yeah.
So if as long as the guy's not breaking any rules and he decides he wants to follow the drag, trust me, that's opening up something else.
Exactly.
So it's your responsibility to find out
what
open. That guy's assignment was, and next time put somebody there where he's supposed to be.
Exactly.
So I don't think that's something that we should follow, because that's taking away user ability. I mean, Oshie and Royce are great users because they play mud and they good at it. I don't think it's fair to let's limit these guys and make them stay right there. And then how are we going to regulate that? How do we know how far he went out of his zone?
Right.
That could cause a whole big old gigantic plethora of different arguments and stuff. And I think that's not necessary. We have enough rules. When are we going to just understand that this is a game? We're playing a game. Yes, it's a football simulation game, and we're trying to make it as sim as possible, but it is still a game, and we still should be having fun.
Right, exactly. We have the rules in place we want. Enforcing them, we got to enforce them as good as we can. And to my final point on that is, if EA could potentially make a game where a linebacker can't cover the space that he can right now, this conversation isn't being had.
Exactly.
So, and that it is just what it is. And I think that's what
and what is it? And what is it? 1, 2 linebackers that are doing this? Because I know my damn line shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just.
So we're talking about 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah.
Use this excessive speed to get across the field. So we not, and we got this far doing what we've been doing. SML works. It's a great league to play in. We can't have everything, guys.
Right. So
we have a great league.
Yep, I agree 100%. We'll keep trying though. We'll keep fighting. We'll keep scratching and clawing, and we will always be the best league out there, the Sim Madden League. Apply today, simmaddenleague.com. Check us out, guys. YouTube, whatever else we got, Twitter. This is SML Total Access. Thanks for listening. You guys take it easy.